I mean, I'm not against it. I'm a little surprised, but I'm not against it. And then now we go to a new subclass. We have the Ranger Hollow Warden. Thoughts? Initial thought on this one? Just curious.
It's good. It's better than usual. So, I mean.
Okay, follow-up question. Thoughts on the theme, the vibe, the tone?
Yeah, I mean, I do like that you're Strider. You're like actually Strider Aragon in the hunt in like Mirkwood. Like, that's a vibe. I like that.
Yeah, you're like weird. You're like creepy, like Death Forest Ranger, which I think is interesting.
I do really like that when they joke about Master of Combat, this subclass actually can put out
pretty good,
quite good damage.
Yeah.
For fucking once.
Yeah. So legends tell of the most ancient and fearsome terrors lurking within the old places of the earth, unfathomable and bloodthirsty entities of a fallow soil and sharpened claws. Hollow Wardens venerate and draw power from such beings, transforming themselves into similarly merciless and monstrous guardians that stalk along jagged coastlines across steep mountain crags and through other dark and wild places. So this is a new subclass called the Hollow Warden for the Ranger, as we said. So level 3, they get some Hollow Warden spells. Level 3, they get Wrathful Smite. Level 5, they get Spike Growth, which, why does Ranger not have Spike Growth by default? Okay. Level 9, they get Phantom Steed. I like that. That's cool. Level 13, they get Hallucinatory Terrain, which is another fun one. And level 17, they get the spell Awaken. I don't remember what that spell does.
I don't know either.
What does Awaken do? We're flying high and dry on this one. Let's just look it up live. Transmutation spell. You spend the casting time tracing magical pathways within a precious gemstone, and then touch the target. Okay. The target must be a beast or plant creature with an intelligence of 3 or less, or a natural plant that isn't a creature. The target gains an intelligence of 10 and the ability to speak one language you know. If the target's a natural plant, it becomes a plant creature and gains the ability to move its limbs, roots, vines, creepers, and so forth. It gains sense similar to humans. The DM chooses stats appropriate for the awakened plant, such as the stats for the awakened shrub, tree, or awakened tree in the monster manual. The awakened target has the charm condition for 30 days or until you or your allies deal damage to it. When that condition ends, the awakened creature chooses its attitude towards you. Interesting. Okay. Huh. I don't know about that spell. It's an intriguing spell. All right. Then we have also at level 3, Wrath of the Wild. When you cast Hunter's Mark, you transform, gaining the following benefits for the duration of the spell. It's tied to Hunter's Mark again.
Yes, sir.
Fucking Captain Hunter's Mark strikes again. Fly away, kids. Captain Hunter's Mark has struck again. Fucking, I can't, dude. I can't with the Hunter's Mark thing. It's crazy. Ancient Armor. You gain a You gain a bonus to your AC equal to your Wisdom modifier, minimum +1, as your body is wreathed in rotten bark and beastly bristles. I like the mental image of that a lot. That's aesthetically very cool.
Yeah.
Unnerving Aura. When an enemy starts its turn within a 10-foot emanation originating from you, it makes a Wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, it can either take an action or a bonus action, not both. Your shadows lengthen and twist around you, or you sprout unnatural growths like bloody antlers or putrid fangs. They're leaning into this is the creepy ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Hungering Might. You gain a bonus to con saves equal to your Wisdom modifier, minimum +1. In addition, once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack roll, you're transformed using Wrath of the Wild. You regain a number of hit points equal to a D10 plus your Wisdom modifier, provided you are bloodied when you hit. I will say I do like that they're using Buddied as a conditional modifier for things. That's cool.
Yes, it's fantastic.
It's good that it's actually getting utilized. And it's good because it lets you make an ability that's a little bit stronger that you can use consistently, because you can't use it all the time, right? You have to be in a certain state. Rot. Just like the name of this ability. Rot and Violence. All right. Your dedication to Eldritch Forest beings alters you further. When you transform with using Wrath of the Wild, you gain the following additional benefits. Eerie Aura. When a creature fails its saving throw against your unnerving aura, it also takes necrotic, poison, or psychic damage, your choice, equal to your ranger level, and this damage ignores resistance. Cool, like that. Not a ton of damage, but still a little extra damage is a little extra damage. That's fine. You know, if it's like an aura or a passive thing like this, the extra damage being not that big, I understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
That's a fair way to go about it. Strangling Roots. When you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, you can activate the Sap or Slow mastery property in addition to a different mastery property you're using with that weapon. So essentially, you always have the Sap or Slow property. Sap or Slow weapon mastery property. And then Ancient Endurance. Persistent Hunt. If you drop to 0 HP, this is their level 15 ability. If you drop to 0 HP while transformed using your Wrath of the Wild and don't die outright, you can expend a level 4 plus spell slot, no action. Your hit points then instead change to amount equal to 5 times the level of the spell slot expended. So you just if you have spell slots, you just don't die. You're like, no, you can't kill me. Sorry.
This is Captain Hunter's Mark, and we need to roast it for that.
It is.
I think we really should take a step back and praise this subclass for making Ranger even a little bit fucking cool. Like, I read this the first time and was like, fuck, this is kind of cool.
It's a pretty cool one. It is.
It's just better. This is okay. I have to go off on a faff for a second.
Uh-huh.
This is so cool that it makes me fucking mad, because it proves that the writers have the capacity to do cool shit.
To make a cool
that's
Ranger.
On brand, that feels correct, not fucking cartographer, something that feels game changing and like conducive to narrative play, right? They can do it. They've proven with this that they can do it, and they made Ranger, of all things, fucking cool. Give us more. I need to know who is the one who's holding them back, and I want that person hit with a brick.
About Ranger specifically?
About all the classes, about making them cool and feel on brand. I want to find this person, and I will pay someone to hit them with a brick every time they walk into the fucking Wizards building.
The funny thing about Ranger is I feel like Ranger subclasses are an equal amount of cool and shitty, you know? Like, you have Beastmaster, which is like, I want it to be cool, but isn't that cool. But you also have Drake Warden, which is fucking sick. And like, you have Fey Wanderer, which is like, it's all right. But you have Gloomstalker, which is pretty sick. You have Horizon Walker, which is okay, but like Hunter's pretty cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Swarm Keeper is a little weird, but like Monster Slayer, I'm into, you know. It's so 50-50 with Ranger, it feels like.
Yeah, it just...
But you're right, like the thematic energy, the concept of like what this Ranger should be, and then the mechanics that it has feel like they line up pretty well, right? The eerie aura causing fear and increasing damage is good. The strangling roots, because you're this weird like eldritch forest being, so you're causing the plants to wrap around shit, like sick. Yes, love that. I mean, the unnerving aura forcing them to have to make like limiting their actions because they're like bothered by you, and they could have just had it given the frightened condition, but I like that they made it a different thing, you know?
Yeah.
I like that
100%.
it's not just the frightened condition. The ancient armor feels very on brand because you're covered in the vines and leaves and shit to protect you. This feels like it's intended to be a very melee focused hunter ranger also. Also they get an ability called Timeless where they're just immune to the exhaustion condition. Just totally immune, can't get tired. Just not like crazy powerful, but a fun thematic thing.
Yeah, like it is a fun ranger. Like,
also the persistent hunt is cool because they're kind of vibing on the wild hunt idea of like you're just this eternal hunter.
They mentioned it with like the oh god, I never remember his name, the guy who does the interviews. I feel so bad. I like that guy so much.
The dude with the glasses. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Why can't I think of his name either? Todd Kendrick?
Todd Kendrick, yes. He brought it up. He was like Norse mythology, and my immediate thought was the Wild Hunt. So yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, so you know what this
definitely
reminds me of? It's a little too magical, but this feels like the Van Helsing. Like Van Helsing, the 2008 movie with Hugh Jackman, Van Helsing. Like obviously it's way more magical. It's just like, cause you're like the ranger of the forest hunting the monsters. Like you just feel like this, trench coat wearing, fucking trench coat. You feel like the dude with the wide brimmed hat who's out there to like stalk the forest and kill the evil monster. You feel it's a little Alucard,
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.